Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are back with more members of the 118th Congress. Today we are looking at Senator Jon Tester, who is one of the two senators for the state of Montana. He is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Conrad Burns. Now, let's go ahead and look at who he is as an individual. He was born in Haver, Montana on August the 21st, 1956. Graduated from College of Great Falls in 1978, has been a farmer, a teacher, member of the Big Sandy School Board from 1983 to 1992, chairman of the Big Sandy School Board from 1986 to 1991, was a member of the Montana State Senate from 1999 to 2006, serving as minority whip of the Montana State Senate 2001 to 2003, minority leader of the Montana State Senate 2003 to 2005, and president of the Montana State Senate 2005 to 2006 before being elected as a Democrat to the U.S. Senate in 2006 for the term commencing January 3rd, 2007. He was reelected in 2012 and again in 2018 for the term ending January 3rd, 2025. So yeah, he has served 9 Congresses and a total of 18 years. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Appropriations, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Agriculture, Rural Development, Food and Drug Administration, and related agencies. He's on the Subcommittee on Defense, of which he's chairman, the Subcommittee on Energy and Water Development, the Subcommittee on Homeland Security, the Subcommittee on Interior, Environment, and related agencies, and the Subcommittee on Military Construction, Veterans Affairs, and related agencies. He's on the Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Housing, Transportation, and Community Development, the Subcommittee on National Security and International Trade and Finance, and the Subcommittee on Securities, Insurance, and Investment. He's on the Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Aviation Safety, Operations, and Innovation, and the Subcommittee on Communications, Media, and Broadband. He's on the Committee on Indian Affairs, and he's on the Committee on Veterans Affairs, of which he is chairman. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual industry donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have retired, who altogether have donated $9,957,211. Next is lawyers and law firms, who have donated $6,936,384. Next is the Securities and Investment, who have donated $5,676,143. Next is Democratic Liberal organizations who have donated $5,045,859. And fifth is real estate, who altogether have donated $2,742,865. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his career. At the top, number 1, we have League of Conservation Voters. And they are an American environmental advocacy group. The League of Conservation Voters says it advocates for sound environmental laws and policies, holds elected officials accountable for their votes and actions, and elects pro-environment candidates. The organization pursues its goals through voter education, voter mobilization, and direct contributions to political candidates. The League of Conservation Voters includes 29 state affiliates and was founded in 1979 by environmentalist Marion Edie with support from David Brower. The group's president is Gene Karpinski and is headquartered in Washington, D.C. and has over 2 million members. Altogether, it has donated $687,186, and once again, that's the League of Conservation Voters. Next, at number 2, we have Goldman Sachs. And they are an American multinational investment bank and financial services company founded in 1869 and headquartered in Lower Manhattan in New York City with regional headquarters in many international financial centers. It is the second largest investment bank in the world by revenue and is ranked 55th on the Fortune 500 list, while one of the United States corporations by total revenue. In the Forbes Global 2000 of 2024, it is ranked 23rd. It is considered a systemically important financial institution by the Financial Stability Board. Goldman Sachs offers services in investment banking, advisory for mergers and acquisitions, and restructuring, securities underwriting, prime brokerage, asset management, as well as wealth management and investment management via Goldman Sachs Personal Financial Management. It is a market maker for many types of financial products and provides clearing and custodian bank services. It operates private equity funds and hedge funds. It structures complex and tailor-made financial products and owns Goldman Sachs Bank in the U.S., a direct bank. It trades both on behalf of its clients, flow trading, and for its own account, proprietary trading. The company invests in and arranges financing for startups and in many cases gets additional business as bookrunner when the companies launch initial public offerings. Altogether, it has donated $319,130, and once again, that's Goldman Sachs. Next, at number 3, we have AIPAC, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, which is a pro-Israel lobbying group that advocates its policies to the legislative and executive branches of the U.S. and is one of several pro-Israel lobbying organizations in the country and has been called one of the most powerful lobbying groups. It was founded in 1954 by Isaiah L. Kennan, a lobbyist for the Israeli government, partly to counter negative international reactions to Israel's Kibbutz massacre of Palestinian villagers that year. AIPAC only became a powerful organization during its peak influence of the 1980s. In 2002, it expressed intent to lobby Congress to authorize use of force in Iraq. And in 2003, the Iraq War was defended at APEC events. But yeah, altogether, it has donated $265,107. And once again, that's APAC. Next, at number 4, we have University of California. And it is a public land grant research university system in the U.S. state of California that is headquartered in Oakland. The system is comprised of 10 campuses at Berkeley, Davis, Irvine, Los Angeles, Merced, Riverside, San Diego, San Francisco, Santa Barbara, and Santa Cruz, along with numerous research centers and academic centers abroad. The system is the state's land-grant university. Major publications generally rank the University of California campuses as being among the best universities in the world. Altogether, it has donated $200,539, and once again, that's the University of California. Finally, in 5th, we have the Capital Group Companies. It is an American financial services company that ranks among the world's oldest and largest investment management organizations with over $2.6 trillion in assets under management. It was founded in Los Angeles, California in 1931 and is privately held and has offices around the globe in the Americas, Asia, Australia, and Europe, and it offers a range of products focused on active management, including more than 400 mutual funds through its subsidiary American Funds Distributors, as well as separately managed accounts or collective investment trusts, private equity, investment services for high net worth investors in the U.S., and a range of other offerings for institutional clients and individual investors globally. And it was founded in 1931. Altogether, it has donated $200,485, and once again, that's Capital Group Companies. Now, let's look at the donors at a glance. Industry-wise, retired, absolutely wonderful. Lawyers and law firms, securities and investment, ooh. Democratic liberal groups, boo, suck. Real estate, individually. League of Conservation Voters, fine. Goldman Sachs, ooh. APEC, boo, suck. University of California, great. Capital Group Companies, yeah. You got some good things, but you also got some negative things. Quite a mix. You need to stay away from groups like APAC and these giant banks. At least that's my opinion. I think you would be better off with unions, retired, colleges, things that actually do things to make life better for the average American. But anyway, this has been a look at Senator Jon Tester, who is one of the 2 senators for the state of Montana. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.